My name is Ido Weinberg. I practice in Boston, Massachusetts. I'm not a machine, and I come from Israel originally. Why should physicians talk about AI now in 2018? Well, first of all, you should know that AI is everywhere. AI is in your pocket, it's on your wrist, it's in your search engine, it's in that device where you kind of ask for music. AI is, when you pick up the phone and you call a customer service, AI is aiding that customer service representative. And that consumer-based AI and that big data kind of corporate AI is going to penetrate into healthcare. And for that reason, physicians should definitely know about its existence and not ignore it. Cardiovascular medicine is ripe for AI to enter. So this is in two realms, in my opinion. First of all, prevention. By use of big data, not necessarily from healthcare, you can tailor solutions to specific patients and try to find the best ways to prevent cardiovascular disease in these patients. The second realm is actually treatment. So if you have a lot of information about a person, not only at the level of the a group, but at the level of a particular individual, you can harness that data to tailor treatments to that particular patient and achieve best outcomes for that patient. In my opinion, the most interesting thing to do with AI in healthcare now in 2018 is we're starting to see AI enter the everyday lives of patients and of physicians, at least in the form of big data. So when people think about AI, they think about some sort of robot coming from the future to kind of take over their profession. But that's not what it really is now in 2018. What it really is big data and specific solutions to specific problems. So common problems, and cardiovascular problems are obviously very common, are going to be addressed by the use of these algorithms and these mechanisms to analyze these data. So a cardiovascular physician may be able to take information from wearables of all sorts, including internal devices that measure us from the inside, obviously things that we wear on the outside, data that we supply from our community, from our search engine perhaps, from our healthcare electronic health records. All that may be be brought to the forefront in the physician's office, and maybe that will be implemented to the patient's care. But it's not only that, because AI can also be used to augment a physician's capabilities. So for example, it can make you perhaps more efficient, not in a bad sort of money way, but more efficient so you can use your time more efficiently. Maybe it'll help you not miss things on a radiograph. Maybe it'll help you by making sure you're doing things properly for your patient during a procedure, during planning. All those things are AI at the end of the day in 2018. One of the questions that I'm often asked is AI coming after my job? So, you know, I'm older than I seem, although I think I look exactly my age, and which is 18. And you know, I don't think my job is at risk right now, but I do think that people coming into medicine right now, they're going to be basically practicing in a very different environment. So, in several ways, insurance companies are going to use this, decision makers, you know, purchasing lines, and obviously clinical decisions. All that is going to be managed through artificial intelligence of various levels. I also think that AI will slowly gain kind of traction in the procedural realm. Today, that's not happening because there's a lag with robotics. As I said before, AI is not that robot, you know, chasing you down a dark alley, but one day AI will be coupled with robotics. So how do we prepare? So first of all, the interventionist needs to just know that it's coming. I really do think it's coming. I think market forces are very strong. I think it's coming from outside of healthcare. I think we see AI, as I said, in marketing and consumerism of various sorts, and I think it'll penetrate, those same tools will penetrate into healthcare. So first of all, know that it's coming. Also, understand that it's harder than you may think. It's not coming so soon. Healthcare is a heterogeneous field. A nurse is not the same as a physician, and not every nurse does the same thing, and not every physician does the same thing. And obviously there's the coder, and obviously there's the manager, and everybody does something different, and together we're called healthcare. So because of the heterogeneity and because AI can only solve specific problems now, and so it's not coming so quickly, so that's the second thing. The third thing is actually be an early adopter. By being an early adopter, you can increase your value. You can increase your value to yourself and to your system. You cannot hate what you won't hate what you do, and you will also sort of be engaged with sort of the cutting edge. And by doing those things, I think you will harness AI to your own benefit. And then lastly, be aware of the sort of advancements that are coming, and sort of try to be agile. You know, people are saying that in the future, you won't just have one profession that you'll be with for the whole of your career. And I think that may be true specifically when it comes to AI, so be ready to kind of shift directions when it's relevant. Physicians are worried about AI. They're worried because they think it's coming for their jobs. And I'll be honest, I think AI is definitely better than humans at diagnosing specific radiographic findings. It can read specific pathological slides better than humans. But there are many things AI can't do yet. And so I think for the foreseeable future, maybe for one more generation, I don't think that physicians should be worried. I think the future will tell which way it will go after that, but I think at least for now, rest assured, they're not coming for you yet.